What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The Authentic Effect with Alexander, the AAA Experience. We are back with another Masculinity Mondays video today. Hope everybody's week went real well. I hope y'all went through some really good transitions over this last little bit. This new wave of stepping into self, stepping into authentic self is hitting everybody in a bit of a different way. And over this last little while, we've been going through a root chakra upgrade. We've been going through, retrogrades and full moons and all types of stuff. And one of the things that I wanted to go over today is stepping into that presence of self. So today's video is really going to be about the transition from who we thought we were into who we are now, and the basic kind of process of growing up. How do we really make that distinction, I should say, between the adolescent version of ourselves and this new full version, present version of ourselves. We're talking about masculinity, we're talking about femininity, we're talking about all of these things kind of culminated into the same arena, basically, and how do we figure that out? How do we really know that we've made a change in ourselves from who we were, who we used to be, into who we are now, or who we are aspiring to be? And I kind of want to break that down in the essence of, if we're still looking at an aspiration of self, then we are separating ourselves from this desired outcome. I think I've mentioned it before in earlier videos, and I'll bring it up again today. If we can do the same things today that we want to do 10 years from now as a version of who we see ourselves 10 years from now, then we become that person today, because we're already going into the routine of it. We're already stepping into the resonance and creating a physical manifestation of that aspired person. So get the aspirations set, get the intentions locked in, but start right now being that person. Don't wait for circumstances to give you an opening to do it. Create the opening. Stand present in self. This is one of the distinctions that you're going to be able to see, that you've gone through a process of adolescent into present divinity. An adolescent is going to sit there and they're going to whine, they're going to complain, or dream, and just constantly state what it is that they want, as opposed to standing present in self and saying, okay, well, what can I do about it? What can I do about it? There's no manipulation tactics. There's just, what am I present enough with in my powers and my capabilities and in my sense and acknowledgement of self, that I can start to make these changes in my life. Another really big distinction that we can make is when we can see trigger points or old circumstances reappearing, but we no longer react as that old self. We stay present in self and say that that's no longer me. I'm going to respond differently. To be able to really shake off expecting the world or expecting other people to fix problems or fix circumstances or solve issues for us. Like if you get into an argument with somebody or you have a disagreement with somebody, we've kind of hit this wave of, it's easier to cut that person off than to try to fix things. And to me, it's a very adolescent response. It doesn't show enough presence of self that you're willing to stand and put the work in. Now, don't get me wrong, there are absolutely exceptions to this. If you're in, let's say, a really bad relationship, or you have a toxic friend or family member, something like that, a job, whatever it is, and you've literally tried, you've put in as much effort as you can, you've taken every route and outing that you possibly can to try to rectify the situation, but there's only so much one party can do if the other party isn't taking responsibility on their side. That's a different story. You can make a change at that point. I'm more referring to the aspect of, the first one or two times you get into an argument, maybe even 3 times you get into an argument with somebody, and you kind of get it stuck in your head, well, I'm better than this. I I shouldn't have to continually state myself or stand present in myself. And it's a very adolescent response to me, because if you were truly confident and present in yourself, then you should be able to articulate as many ways as possible how that self needs to be respected and responded to. Not everybody's perception is going to work on the same level as yours does, so you can't expect them to absorb what it is you're putting out in the same way that you would, right? It's a very, very different scenario. So yeah, just stay present, like you don't wait for something else or somebody else to fix your issues for you. If you have a problem, stand up, make the change, let go of stuff that you keep telling yourself on why this needs to happen in this way, and you're setting up expectations for it. Just do it, and I guarantee you're going to feel a sense of release. You're going to feel a huge sense of presence of self, and you're going to give yourself more respect. And I promise the other parties will show you more respect too. So these are just a couple of the distinctions I wanted to go over today. Keep pointing some stuff out in your life. Keep acknowledging things in your life that are creating a wave or a vortex for you to step into and really see yourself. Get a good reflection of self and presence of self, and let's start banging this stuff out and becoming who we're supposed to be. All right, everybody, I love you. We'll see you on the next video. Have a great week. Take care. See ya.